بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. So we are beginning inshallah ta'ala with the first word of the text of Usool Thalaatha, which is i'lam. I'lam. And the first letter here has a kasra. So i'lam, not a'lam or u'lam. I'lam. And this is what we'll be covering today. So the thing is, i'lam i'lam means no, imperative, meaning an order. Imperative, which is connected to the word for dictator, imperator, right? Imperator, which is a loan word actually. So it means an order. i'lam, which comes from the word, the masdar is al-masdar is ilm. Ilmun, which is the infinitive knowledge, or also to know, right? So the fundamental letters of this word are ayn, lam, and mim. First one, second one, and third one, right? So the infinitive, and then we have the fundamental letters. So we need to learn how to conjugate this verb know here in order to like fully understand the word. That is my approach anyway. So to decode the word i'lam, we first go to the masdar and we extract the fundamental letters, and then I will show you how to conjugate, how to essentially construct a verb, meaning a word with a sense of time in it. He is going, I knew, and so on. There is a time in that expression, right? Inshallah, Nurun, I will answer your question, inshallah ta'ala, after this, inshallah ta'ala, okay? No problem. So, when you construct a verb, you begin with the past tense. There are different tenses in Arabic. Okay, so there's the past tense. Let me see, how can I do this? Past tense. You have the past tense. You have the present tense. And you have the imperative. past meaning that the action already happened. It has taken, it has passed. Okay, it has taken place. Present is that it is taking place as we speak. He is going. And imperative is that I request from someone. I request someone to do the act. Okay, and as i'lam is imperative, like here, the author Muhammad Ibn Abdul-Wahhab, he is requesting from you to know something. Okay, so this is the meaning of the i'lam. Okay, so what do these? Where do these? From where does the structure of this word come? Okay, I will inshallah explain. So with regards to al-ilm and its basic fundamental letters, ayn, lam, mim, to construct a past verb or a verb in the past tense is quite simple. Okay, you just write out the first letter and then the second letter and then the third letter. Okay, and the first and the third letter should have a fatha, two fathas. Okay, and the second is most commonly a fatha, sometimes a kasra, and very seldom a dhamma. Okay, you have to remember it. For each word you have to remember. Okay, most commonly it's a fatha, and this is the case here. Okay, so sorry, in this case it's actually a kasra, but most commonly it's a fatha. Okay, so we write it. Okay, I will not read along as I write. Inshallah, you can decode it for yourself and read. So this means he knew. Okay, so it reads alima, li-ma. He knew. Okay, I will give some other examples as well, inshallah. But this is the meaning of he. This means he knew. Alima. Okay, present. The meaning here will be he knows. He knows. Okay, so to do that, you take a ya and then the three letters as a series right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And the harakat is fatha, sukoon, and a dhamma. Okay, so the fatha or the haraka on the second letter as well is something that differs between different words. So you need to learn which haraka it is for each new word you're learning. If you're, for example, going to learn the verb walk, to walk. Okay, he walked and he is walking. Okay, then you need to learn what haraka should be on the second letter in the past and the present. And I should actually color these differently because they are different. They can coincide, but they are not they are not connected with each other. So one could be fatha, another one could be the other could be kasra, and so on. Okay, in this case, in the present tense for ilm, it is fatha. Okay, so it is like this. I will write, inshallah. You can read along. Meaning, he knows. Okay, يعلم. يعلم علم يعلم. Okay. And imperative, you do the imperative actually is a derivative of the present tense. So we really only say, or actually the linguists, they say that there are only three tenses in Arabic, but in reality there are only two, because imperative is the derivative of the present. So it's basically very similar to the present. So we just you take the a hamzatul wasl and then the three letters, okay, like this. And the first and the second harakat are the same; they're identical. So sukoon, and in this case, well, I will use the same color because it's the same color as the present. It is the same haraka as the present. Sorry. And here we have sukoon. And the haraka, on the hamzat al-wasl, it is not written. Okay, it is never written actually. So this haraka, writing it out like this, it's maybe it's not an error, but it's not being done. It is not what people do. So even in the mushaf, you say, for example, in the ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. Ihdina, ihdina means guide us. Ihdina, and it's the same letter, hamzat al-wasl, and it has no haraka in the mushaf. Ihdina. So the rule is that if this letter has a fatha, like in this case, it should have a kasra. Okay. Otherwise, if it has a kasra or a dhamma, it will take on the same. It will take the same haraka. So basically, we can say, and maybe a simpler way to say it is that we take the same haraka as the second letter, but if it's a fatha, it always becomes a kasra. Okay? So in this case, it becomes hamzatul wasl like this, and then i'lam, i'lam. i'lam, and I will add that as well. I'lam. Okay, so this is the meaning of the first word, and I will give some other examples of verbs being conjugated. I'm just clean this up a little bit and perhaps compress it so we can fit more words in here. Past. Okay. Let's take the word walk, to walking, to walk. Sorry. So the hab is masdar, meaning to walk, and I will write this as well. To walk. And the fundamental letters are dal, ha, ba. Okay, dal, ha, ba. So in this case, I will just write the different forms here, the tenses. Like this. I guess this is a good point to do it. Oh, maybe we can skip that. Okay, so علم يعلم اعلم. And in this case, the thing you need to know is that what haraka is in the past tense on the second letter and what haraka is on the present tense on the second letter. Okay. So in the dhahab, it's fatha in both cases. In both past and present, it's fatha. So that means we should write it out, and the second one should get fatha. Okay. Sounds like this. Read along, inshallah. ذهب meaning he went. يذهب he's going. And same, the fatha is here, same as the second letter in the present tense. And what's the haraka for the hamzat al-wasl? As I said, it's the same as the second letter, except in the case that the second letter is a fatha, then it will become a kasra. اذهب. Go. Mentioned in the Quran several places. اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to Fir'aun. Let's take another one. Okay, this one. You will find commonly that the masdar has some extra letters. In this case, it's the alif. Dhahab, meaning to walk. This one is so most commonly the vowels are the ones that are being added. They're not part of they don't constitute the fundamental letters. Okay. Sujood. So the fundamental letters are sin, jim, dal. Right? Sin, jim, dal, meaning to prostrate. Right? So in this case, the past tense is fatha, has fatha, and the present tense has a dhamma. Okay, let's see. That means, you know what it will be? Yeah. Sajada, meaning he prostrated. And this one, the present tense, the second letter has a dhamma. So yasjudu. He's prostrating. And this is for brevity. To save space. Prostrating. He's prostrating. And what is the haraka that is supposed to be pronounced on the hamzat al-wasl? As I said, second letter here, we take the same haraka except if it's fatha. It is not in this case, it is dhamma. So this one is transmitted to the Hamza al-Wasl. Usjud. Usjud meaning prostrate. Usjud lillah. Also present in the Quran. Balillah, I've failed to find an example actually. SubhanAllah. Khairan, inshallah. Let's take let's take some other ones that are important words. It says fahm. Fahm. To understand. فهم السلف الصالح, right? To understand. So in this case we have the same as when you learn a new word, you usually don't say, well, it's a fatha in the present tense and it's a kasra in the past tense. You say that it is like alima ya'lamu, which means that you're supposed to take the same harakat as this word, which is you normally mention a common word that you already know. So alima ya'lamu is the same. If you say fahm, it's the same as alima ya'lamu, meaning kasra and fatha. Okay, so this one would be فهم يفهم. And what haraka? Ifham. Ifham. For example, you could say Ifham kalami. Understand what I mean my speech. Understand what I'm saying. He understands. He understood. And I believe this is inshallah ta'ala sufficient. We will cut it short this day today inshallah ta'ala. And سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.